This man is the legendary European craftsman, Reuben Johnson. He built a safe that no one in the world could crack. Since invincibility was too lonely, he chose to lock himself in the safe and sink into the deep, waiting for the genius to appear. And the safe he built was a godsend, because it was so sophisticated. It has been used by 3 major banks to this day. And now, 100 years later, the lock-picking genius emerges. He was invited by a mysterious team to rob these banks, to open these legendary safes. The first safe, the Rhine. It's housed in a 200-year-old credit union. First, Mike pretends to come to the bank to go to the toilet, hiding in the toilet cubicle. Anna, the team's thief, made an unusual move. He took the security guard's key. Once Anna had entered the safe room, the hacker, Linda, came into the shop posing as a Frenchman, because they'd done their research in advance. The only person in the credit union who spoke French was the manager. While she was distracting the manager, Mike met up with Anna. Together they used the security guard's key to enter the underground vault. The legendary safe, the Rhine, was revealed to them. The safe was just as it had been rumored. It has been given a mysterious legend by the locksmith. The circle around it represents the ancient times of the Rhine. A dwarf stole 3 nymphs. While bathing in the river, he stole the gold from their clothes. She remixed the gold to create a golden ring of unparalleled power. This led to a war between the gods. The safe is a symbol of the struggle for power and desire. The 3 locks on the carousel correspond to the 3 nymphs. Even Michael's hands trembled. He listened carefully. Each lock worked independently, but inexplicably linked to the other locks. Mike nervously aligned all the gears he could hear. As the king of the underground locks, he wasn't sure if he could really pull it off. And when he pulled the door handle, the door to the Rhine actually opened. Both men were thrilled. They filled 2 large bags with money and quietly left the place. Next up, they take on a second bank. This time it wasn't just a small credit union. This was a heavily guarded bank, the Royal Bank, with 35 security guards on constant patrol. But that's no match for the team's top hacker, Linda. She hacks into the security system silently and creates a fake pass for Mike. He was able to gain unimpeded access to the bank. Not only that, she also directed Mike to walk the designated line. In this way, she was able to evade the security guards by changing the surveillance feeds to the last door. Mike makes a pretend door opening motion under surveillance. Linda, on the other side of the room, unlocked the door, allowing him to gain access to the safe. Taking out the 2 guards here, the legendary Valkyrie of the second safe appeared in front of them. This time Mike leaned forward and was taken aback. He noticed that the lock had a special spherical structure on the inside. Before he could listen carefully, the lock retracted of its own accord. The safe seemed to take on a life of its own, and the round sphere was like a beating heart. It kept the greedy humans out. Now Mike only has 1 chance left. One mistake and the safe is locked forever. It could never be opened again. Mike held his breath. Inch by inch, the gears are jammed into the right place. 1, 2, 3. Suddenly all the locks retracted. Anna thought the safes were locked again. Instead, Mike calmly turns the door handle. He'd managed to open the Valkyrie, so he'd cracked it. The 2 almost kissed each other in their excitement. But then Anna remembered that she had a boyfriend. They calmly take a large sum of money and prepare to leave. But to their surprise, there was a large group of police outside the door. It turns out that the security guards had just checked the CCTV and found something unusual. They saw Mike enter the lift. No one was on the other side of the lift, so the security guards immediately called the police. But Mike and the pair got out of the car in time to escape. And when Mike grabbed Anna's boyfriend's hand and was about to get into the car, this guy suddenly let go of his hand. He pushed Mike back in.